Hey guys and girls, Lauren here, and today we are doing another Sims build. This one is actually the first one that I started. It was my husband's and my dream house, and it literally took me so very long, and I just would get to the point where I was like, I have to do something else, so I'd go build something else, but I finally got it finished and I'm in love with it. It's beautiful. It's a huge house. It's way bigger than my husband and I would ever need. But that's why it's a dream house. You know, it's not the house. It's a dream house. And I found this house, the plans for this house, pretty much on Pinterest about 6 million years ago. It feels like. I mean, it was years ago, and I was just like, this house is so cool. You know, it didn't fit my style because, you know, we all know modern wasn't my thing, and it's become more my thing. But um it just didn't seem right. But I was just like, ha ha ha, you know, pointing it out to my husband, like, this is our dream house, this is the house we'll have one day, just as a joke. And then I click on it to go and look closer at the pictures, and it's called the Bronson. That's my husband's name, Bronson. So I was like, oh, it's a sign, it's a sign. So, you know, it might, you know, this house probably will not ever happen in anywhere other than The Sims, but it was a awesome build. Like, it was an awesome house to build. It was a really fun. I put my Sims, I made our Sim cells, which I'll show you pictures of at the end. I didn't do a video for their create a sim, but I do have some pictures of them that you can see, and you can download all of this again on the gallery under Nuka Cola Cutie. I'm not going to change that. I'm just going to leave that as it is. It's just my game name. So you'll be able to download all of it there. But I did put our sim selves in this house, and I played it a little bit, and it was just, oh, it was just so wonderful. Like, it was just perfect. And I mean, our sim selves are just by themselves, but hopefully one day they'll add pets. Crossing our fingers. There's some rumors, but if they add pets, then it will be full of life. You know, because it's just kind of empty with just me and my husband in there. And I guess we have a butler. We have a butler because if you have a house this large, I kind of feel like you have a butler, or at least a housekeeper, you know. So here I'm actually trying to figure out, in the picture there's pretty much the pool just goes through the house, and I mean, it's outside still, but it kind of goes, you know, it's part of the house. And so I was trying to figure out how to make a walkway, and I ended up changing what you see there, and I put these little like blocks there, but I don't think the Sims can actually get across it, which kind of sucks. So they're gonna have to go around, but it's not. This room here becomes more of like a guest room, so it's not really a huge problem. They don't go over there all that often, and they do go to the front room, which ends up being a theater room, but they don't go there all that often either, because it's not like that's the only TV in the house, you know. But it's a really fun room. I love all of them. But I wanted this house to have a lot of outdoor space, a lot of entertaining space, because I kind of, dream house wise, I want to be able to do everything that I do inside and outside. You know, I want all my windows and doors to be open if that's possible, and I want to, you know, to be able to, I imagine this is not in an incredibly humid climate, much like the one I live in, so I'm thinking we wouldn't have a lot of humidity, we would have wonderful weather to go swimming all the time, and it would be fine. So I kind of thought it was going to take like a stucco turn. Like, I thought I was going to try to go with this, I don't know, is this like a Spanish style? I don't know. But I was trying it, and it just didn't work for me. It just didn't work. I couldn't find enough of it, I guess, to finish it out, because I thought I was going to try to pull it a little bit more my style and away from just being straight modern, but the modern just works so well for this house. So it ends up having, oh, here I go messing up the things. Does anybody ever do this, accidentally like turn the whole room and it just messes up all your stuff? Thank goodness for, I didn't realize it at this point, but thank goodness for the undo button, because that's what I should have done, but I didn't. So I had to redo everything. But it ends up having a wonderful kitchen, little sitting room, dining room down here, and then there's there's enough room for tons of bedrooms, but I didn't put in tons of bedrooms because I didn't make them tons of bedrooms because my husband and I don't really need that. We would have a guest room, the possibility of a kid's room, just because it's The Sims, and The Sims, I like having kids. Probably, we don't have any children, so we don't need that. But in The Sims, we would have children because that's just part of the game. And so I have a gym down here, much like I have a little gym in my house with just a little bike in it. And so I have a gym, and then the other room turns into like a big butler's pantry, which has just got a bar in it and some, it just got an extra dishwasher and extra sink, the kind of extravagant things that a dream house would have. And I did change a little bit of the top floor plan from the picture. I just kind of filled it in the way I thought it looked best, and the roof took me a long time to figure out, but my husband and I decided that, especially on the large house, because he helped me, well, I was like, why isn't that working? Tell me what to do. And he would come over and be like, just leave it this way, or just add this or something. So we opened it up to where you can see downstairs from this room, so it would have like a little fencing around it so that you don't fall down the hole or anything, but you could have look down there and be like, hey, can you bring up a soda or something, a glass of wine. I kind of lost where I was going with that. Yeah. Oh, the roof. I was talking about the roof. We ended up leaving the roof flat on the main part of the house. I added a little bit of like this. It looked like tin is what the roofing. Anyway, I put on this little building, I put like a little bit of that. It looks kind of like a coppery tin almost. It was really cool, but it didn't work on the rest of the house. So the rest of the house has a very flat, modern roof, and I think it looks really, really nice. I think it ended up being really pretty. And I did a lot of landscaping, but mostly on the front of the house, not really so much back here. Like, I'm gonna put a little fence up just to kind of separate, and the landscaping's all on like the front side, because as nice as landscaping is, if I'm being honest, I would want plants that pretty much just that I can't kill, because I've not had very much success with plants in general. I can grow a tomato plant, but they're pretty resilient, so, but that is all, and I'm not even doing that this year because I always end up messing it up. I always end up with just like, I'm like, wait, it's too hot to go out there and water that poor tomato plant. So, but so yeah, I put most of the plants on the front just because it felt really flat, because the modern style can be very cold and very windows and everything, and I personally am starting to love it, but it can be kind of cold. So I wanted to change that feeling from the front at least. And then, as you can see here, the problem that I found was that those arches and the windows, there wasn't a combination there that I felt like worked, and I wanted there to be something here to pick kind of like a focal point of putting a little waterfall fountain. Not that one. I put one there. I tried to figure it out. It took me a long time, but I ended up figuring out this one. Yeah, I ended up putting this one on there, and I thought that looked pretty cool together. And then I found these and was like, what? We could use those as little steps. And unfortunately, your Sims can't get over them, but they can swim. It's not like it's gonna get cold, so they'll be fine. They can swim all year round. So, but I did a little a fountain here. You find like there's fountains. There's a lot of fountains. There's this one and that one up there, and there'll be one upstairs actually. That's just because my husband and I both agree that that's probably the coolest sound, is just the sound of running, the running water or a waterfall or anything. So it's kind of something that we both really like, so I thought it would be perfect to put in the house. I think I even put a little one on the front here in the corner. I could have probably made like bigger pool, but I felt like it was enough, and I kind of tried to change up the windows a little so that they weren't all the exact same windows around the entire house. And then I tried to make sure to put the frosted ones in like the bathrooms, though. I mean, who's gonna climb way up there? I mean, somebody might, but this is The Sims. Nobody's gonna climb way up there to peek in your bathroom. But just in case, I got you covered and put frosted windows, so it'll be less likely to be spied on. And then up here on the top, I have the master bedroom, master bathroom, which I completely forgot to put a toilet in. So heads up, there's not a toilet in the master bedroom. You're gonna have to put a toilet in there. And I also forgot to put a refrigerator in the kitchen. I wanted to go back and change it, but I'd already put it on the gallery, and everybody started downloading it, and I was like, darn. So I put a little comment there, and I was like, sorry guys, I forgot the refrigerator. Make sure you had the refrigerator. And then like 5 minutes later realized I'd forgotten a toilet. So there isn't a toilet in the master bedroom, and there isn't a refrigerator. I did find that the best place personally was to put the refrigerator within the butler's pantry. Just take out one of the counters and put the refrigerator there. I felt like that was the best, and in The Sims didn't have any kind of problem walking into there, grabbing the food stuff, and then walking back out. It's not a very big distance, so it really is just like a butler's pantry. It's like right there. So upstairs is the master bedroom, master bathroom, little study area. There's like a little, of course I want a little bit of a library. I have a bit of a book collection that is currently in totes because I don't really have a little library in my house, but I will have one. I will one day. So I put myself a little library up there with a nice little sitting area so that I can sit there and kind of look out over. It's a bit of a distance, but I could look out over the pool and read my book and drink my coffee. And so that's kind of my little dream space. But our computers are also up there in that space because I thought I didn't want, because there's a basement and it will be kind of more of our game room, but I didn't want our computers to be down there as well. So I put the computers upstairs. Then there's also the kids room, just in case, and then a butler's room, which could also be used as a kids room or whatever it is, but I decided to get us a butler and put their room there. And she's just like the butler in my Sims family. She doesn't do, like, all she does is walk around all the time. She doesn't have that much to do right now. And there's only 2 Sims here. It's not really that, and we're not really messy. So it's not like she's got a lot to do. So she just walks around and she just like swipes her finger and she's like, is there dust on this? And I'm like, no, you just went over there and dusted it like 5 seconds ago. So she's kind of bored. She kind of probably wishes we had some children. So this is the finished front. I kind of messed up the recording. Like I said, this was my very first one. I messed up the recording. I didn't get a lot of it. But I did go back and try to get some good pictures. This is the entryway. So this is what you see when you come in the entryway. To the right is the kitchen. To the left is the butler's pantry and the gym, which I got a picture of with my sim in it because I'd forgotten to get a picture of it. So there's me doing some yoga in my awesome gym. And then this is a downstairs bathroom off the gym. I wanted it to feel very much like a spa. Like you got out of the gym and you went into like the spa-like bathroom, which is just phenomenal. So this is the butler's pantry, but no fridge yet. I had added that after. This is the kitchen. It's very busy, but I just loved how it turned out. Like I just felt like, ow, can I please cook something in here, please? So this is a little sitting area. I wasn't really sure what to do with this area, but I kind of felt like it would be a good sitting area between you and the outside. So dining room, and then my little garden section for me to attempt to not kill all the plants. I'm a much better gardener in The Sims than in real life. And then this is like the covered outside. It's got the grill area, the hot tub, the pool's there. There's this little fire pit, which would be awesome. We don't have that option here. And then this is downstairs in the basement. This is the game area, or the game room, because the whole room. And then I had trouble with the decorations. Oh no, look, those statues are a little bit, oh no, those trophies were a little bit in the floor. But anyway, I love this room. Not this room, that's bathroom. But I love the downstairs game room. It turned out really nice, but there's so much space. It was almost too much space. So this is the master. You just saw the little study, my little library. I don't really know why I chose a picture of a person to put over the fireplace, Because in real life, I would feel like they're staring at me all the time when I'm like trying to go to sleep, and that would not fly. That's the master bedroom or bathroom that does not have a toilet. Back in the study area, there's my little chair to spy on the neighborhood while reading. And then there's a fountain here in the hallway and a bit of a little catch-all at the end. Thought the butler might like. Okay, so I put this thing here, and I did definitely, in the kids' room, I definitely did not realize that it was like spices and stuff. I loved the shelves with the pictures, but I didn't realize it was supposed to be spices. So, whoopsie. We'll pretend it's like bug food or something weird. This is the butler's. I wanted it to feel very clean. Very like, I don't know, minimal, I guess, but it's a very, I would live in that room. So this is, I wanted the windows here to be very private. This is the guest house, you know, this is the guest room. I want it to feel very much like a hotel, like they were coming to a very sleek, modern hotel, and so I wanted everything to kind of show that, and then I didn't want the windows to be like the wide open, hey guys, you could see everything. I could see from the inside the big house to the little house, and yeah, that'd be awkward as crap. So this is the theater room, mostly for my husband would love that. And this is the finished product. Oh gosh, that's my husband. So I had to go in and change this. We have two sets of Sim Selves on the gallery. One is more years ago when we were not quite so curvy, you know, because we're normal people. We got some curves. And so, and this one is, I love how I'm like straight blinking, just like, you know, like, I thought that was hilarious. But anyway, I went in and changed just to make us a little bit more realistic to ourselves now. And I also found some clothes that kind of was stuff that looked like it's actually in my closet. Like some of this stuff I probably own, like that pink shirt probably, and that the sleepwear. Like I like to sleep in like sweats and an oversized top. It's not sexy at all. It's just like, here I am. But anyway, I hope that you guys like the house. I love the house. I'm so excited about it. I hope that you can get lots. I mean, I feel like it could be a really good legacy house. It could be a really good generations house. I mean, I know most legacies you gotta build your own, but you know, you can do whatever you want in The Sims. So I hope you guys liked it. If you do, please let me know. Let me know in the comments, and hit that like button. Subscribe so you can see the next one, because I'm gonna be doing a lot more building. And I will see you guys next time as we continue to play all the games.